Hello everybody and welcome to ScootKings. I'm going to start today and essentially start off the channel with just a quick tour around the shop to let you see some of the little projects we're working on and our humble little abode for motorheads. Alright, it's relatively a small shop. It's essentially the size of a one-car garage. Not much more. It's an old building, very leaky, but it's ours. Going around, I've got the very first bike that got me into the Ruckus world, and definitely the custom Ruckus world. I've got the bike known as Grimlock. Bought her in 99, or 2009, sorry. I'm old, I sometimes forget. In 2009, brand new off the showroom floor, along with my best friend and co-founder of ScootKings, John. We both went and bought a couple of Rucks, dead stock, rolled them out of Honda, and I don't think we ever stopped smiling since we bought them. We very shortly thereafter started modifying them, eventually going and swapping motors, doing the atypical GY6 swap. Fatties weren't a big thing back then in 2009. Very few people were doing them or doing them right, so we both went skinny. You don't see a lot of skinny bikes anymore. Definitely don't see a lot of bikes like this anymore. It was essentially all done on a budget. I've never had a lot of money. I've always just kind of done things as I can do them. Just trying to make it happen the best I can. And she was always a great bike. She's gotten continuously, upgraded throughout the years. It now runs a Tida, all Tida motor, 187cc stroker. Water cooled. That is one of the big things about this bike, is water cooled and oil cooled. Fully built transmission. Essentially everything you could do to it. She has always been a quick but very, very reliable bike. She is actually up on the shelf right now because real soon here we're getting ready to go through her and give her a freshening up that she deserves. And changing a few things, getting rid of the old shock and shock mount, and we're actually going to go to a center shock mount. Just kind of modernize it a little bit. Going to change the seat, but I don't really want to mess with my original frame too much. That kind of was the signature of the bike to me, and I don't think I'll be losing much originality by getting rid of the shock mount. Next up, sitting right here is a new bike. This is our buddy Vate's bike. It is a gorgeous gray, dark gray with a green metallic in it. Everything done by us. Rear frame, 100% one piece. Great suspension from Hot Rod Hell. Shout out to Ashley. A lot of good parts from him. Just wanted a very, very simple, clean, good-looking bike. This is actually Vate's second Ruckus, and his first one's actually hanging up on the wall up there. Beyond that, I've got one of the very first GY6 150 swap sprees in the world. This started as a GY6. It started as obviously a two-stroke, but then I very quickly put a GY650 in it that I had laying around. I was on the spree boards, and there was only one other one. It was done very badly. And then about a year after that, I swapped it into a 150 and sold it off, and it's now come and gone and come back a couple of times. But she's here just waiting for a rebuild. Also, under the work shelf under here, I have my very, very slammed Honda Elite 80. She will get finished up someday. And here we have Mike's Zuma 50 with a GY6 swap. don't give us any crap about taking the two-stroke 50 out of it. It was dead and busted and needed a new home. So this is actually a GY6 Type 2 case. You can see by the size of the rear wheel. This is a 14-inch rear wheel that's on here, and it still has gobs of room. This is a very, very rare motor for the GY6s. You don't see a lot of them. Parts are really hard to come by, but this is one of those projects, and you'll see this a lot here, is we have the parts laying around. We want to use them for something. Basically, we yank a motor and yank a bike and put the two together kind of thing. Other than that, that's everything in the shop right now. I do have a couple of our old or future projects sitting up there, and there's always parts for other stuff laying around. At some point, I'll take you into the other shop and show you all of my current bikes and other future projects, including my CB200, which is a nice little brat build. I've got a Metropolitan, I've got a Buddy 150 in there, Yamaha XS 400 that we're actually doing a turbo kit on. There's a little turbo sitting there on the shelf. Ooh. But all these projects will be coming up throughout the next months and years, and since we're just getting this whole thing together, we'll start putting out more and more videos. You'll get to meet everybody. You'll get to meet John and Mike and Vate and Mark and CJ and Ricky and Jeremy, and I'm sure everybody will show up and end up in videos at some point. You'll also see us do stuff that's not necessarily scooters or motorcycles. Boat projects. We're working on a T-Rex style build using a Ninja motor and drivetrain. Go-karts, mini bikes, basically anything with motors. You'll see ride videos from us. You'll see just us hanging out, goofing off, being retards, being idiots. We drink a lot, we swear a lot. We're not very politically correct. But we have a lot of fun. And so, thank you for viewing. Like I said, a lot more to come. Hang in there, and our videos will be getting up.